You know what really baffles me sometimes? When I think about the fact that women talk down upon us, they talk about us in not such an endearing way. They talk about us like we minuscule, like we're nothing. And then they want to be us. They want to be men. I don't know if y'all, maybe y'all didn't get the memo. Or maybe some of you been under a rock. But if you look around and see, because it's everywhere, TV, movies, pop culture, social media, it's everywhere. It's clear cut in front of your face that women want to be just like men. I'll even take that furthermore. A lot of women envy men. And it's not here to, I'm not here to say men are better than women or women are better than men. That's not what this is. But what I am saying is the fact that a whole gender could want to be another gender and still talk down upon them. It baffles me. It baffles me. Because we see that these women are not feminine. Like, it's one thing to be not feminine, but you're going to also be masculine at the same time. We see it. We see that a lot of these women aren't feminine at all. They bring out their feminine ways when it's convenient. Or they say, I need a man to bring out my feminine ways, which could be true on some landscapes. It could be, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, if y'all get my drift. These women are nothing but dudes in disguise. That's what they are. They bros. Speaking of bros, they take our lingo. They take our way of life. They take our slang. Since when, I ain't gonna say since when because it's been going on for quite a while, but why is it accepted for women to call other women bro? Why? Why is that a thing? You want to know why? I'll tell you for free. Because they want to be men. And I know it's a small, minute thing, but that's just a example in the long run of what this really is. Bro, 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 bruh, bro, bruh. What is that? What is that? They love trap music. They love, all of a sudden, all these women love sports. All of a sudden, and I'm not saying it's a crime for women to love sports. That's not what this is. But if you notice, all these women love sports. They want to bet on games. They want to go to the games. And the more the merrier at the end of the day. The more the merrier. But it switched. It's like something switched in the last decade or so and made women want to be men. It's true. And when we talk about the women not being feminine, they look at it like, oh my God, what did you talk about? We are feminine. It's one thing, ain't nobody out here saying you gotta be Cinderella. But be a woman. Be a woman. They think being a woman is putting on pounds of makeup, wearing high heels, and wearing revealing clothes. That don't make you a woman. It might make you a slut, but it don't make you a woman. It don't make you feminine, I should say. It don't. Well, I put on pounds of makeup every day. I wear high heels all the way up to all the way up to make me look 6 feet tall. I put on revealing clothes. And while some of that is things that men deem tasteful and we like to see revealing stuff, we won't take you serious, if you dress a certain way. But it is what it is. While those things might be things that men want to see, it don't make you feminine. It don't. Your actions, the way you carry it, the way you live, those things is what make you feminine. They got it all backwards. They think, certain things are, they think certain things we say are we just saying. They don't know what they're talking about. But it's clear, cut and dry in front of your face that women at an all-time high want to be us. And I hope I'm not the only one seeing it, because it's right in front of you. You don't see men walking around wanting to go to brunch and do all these. Now, if I'm being honest, the only thing I can say that some very small percentage of men is doing is wearing pocketbooks. But I digress. That's a personal thing. I never understood the purse, pocketbook, fanny pack, handbag, whatever you want to call it. Never understood that. But if they had, something to say against us as far as us wanting to be like them, that would be number one. And I ain't going to say us because it's definitely not me. And there's a small percentage of men. It's a lot, but the percentage is small. But I digress. You don't see men wanting to take on these female traits. What is happening is women are overly masculine. And it is a problem. That got a lot to do with the dating scene as well. Because men are meeting these women and they seeing this vulgarness come out of them, whether they try to hide it or not. And it's so distasteful when men are really, for the men that really is out here looking for something solid. Even my men that ain't looking for nothing solid, because what they saying is they already preconceived in their head what they going to do with this woman. Oh, she that type? All right. I wasn't looking for nothing serious anyway, but now I'm really not looking for nothing serious. Let me see how long it take for me to get where I need to get to, the end and goal in that bedroom, and then I can make her an instant memory. And women don't see this. They think just masquerading around, dialing themselves up, wearing something that shows everything, all the assets, is being a woman and being feminine. And it's not. Your ways, your actions, the way you carry it. We're not talking about Snow White here. We're not talking about Cinderella at all. But I remember a time where women were women. Some of them was a little rough around the edges than some. I mean, that always been a thing. And tomboy's always been a thing. This ain't even that. This is past tomboy. This is masculineness, vulgarness. I need to be seen. I need to be heard. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be brash. All the above. It's all the above. And it's not tasteful at all. I really believe these women out here, modern women, are dudes. Just in disguise, they look like women. They do. But they're guys. And they wonder why a lot of men have scaled back. It ain't just society, the modern times, the way things are with a lot of these women as far as the things that they deem right and the things that they expect out of men and the outlandish mindsets. It ain't that. It's also the fact that a lot of these men are turned off by the masculineness that these women carry. It is there. It's like you can meet a woman today or tomorrow, and you can kind of, for the most part, you're about 70, 80% sure that this woman is going to be overly masculine. That's how bad it is. Whether they try to act feminine or not early in the game, it comes out. And then here's the thing, because I'm being fair. A lot of women will say things, well, if you came up a certain way, or if you came up in a certain era or around certain things, totally understandable that is a thing. But guess what? You still were born a woman. Some of that stuff should just come out organically. You was brought up a certain way, I understand that. But some things is just organic, like with men. I don't believe men should be feminine either. I don't think men should be what women aren't, which is feminine. I don't believe in that. Do I see little signs and things of certain men being overly feminine? Yes, I'm being fair. But I think the numbers outweigh on the women's side. They all are dudes. All of them. They don't see it because their face is painted and they wearing a miniskirt. But they don't realize that their actions, the way they carry themselves, the things they say out of their mouths, is nothing feminine about it. Is nothing. Or you got to get her in a certain mood or do a certain thing to get her like that. I don't know about y'all. Let me keep it real. I'm not going to work hard at making a woman what she already supposed to be. Because some men got a wrong outlook on that. Or not just that, but just in general. Men look at it as a challenge and I'm going to bring it out of her. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. For something that is supposed to be. At my age, listen, these women in 30s and 40-something years old, there's nothing to bring out. You're going to be who you're going to be. I'm not going to force it out of you or step my game up in a certain way. Men shouldn't be even thinking like that. If anything, we should be the challenge to women. We should be the challenge. That's why these roles have reversed in some light, and women like to say things like, oh, men are different now and all this, because we allowing it. I'm not bringing that out. Listen, this is how you're going to carry it, and this is how it's going to be. I'm not forcing nothing upon you. I'm not working hard at it. I'm not striving for a dream. This is what it's going to be. There's things I'll put in order and set in place. That's obvious. But all that, I'm going to bring the femininity out of her. No, I'm going to carry it as such. I'm not going to treat you like my homie. I'm going to treat you like my girl. But at the same time, you need to follow that order. And that's the problem that I do have with some men, is they look at it as a challenge and they doing all this extra stuff to make a woman feminine. It's a facade, bro. Anytime you got to make a woman anything, not just feminine, anything, it's fiction. She's doing it for circumstance. She's doing it because you make her feel a certain way. And while that's not a crime, you putting yourself down the ledger, because eventually things are going to transpire and flip. It's just common knowledge. So the main message in this is that women are definitely men in disguise. But another thing is, stop forcing it on them. Stop forcing things out of women. They're going to be who they're going to be. I get that sometimes they get results in the short term, man. It get results. I did this, so now she act like this. I did this. But guess what? You shouldn't have to do all that, because it's temporary. If you're doing certain things to keep a woman a certain way or get a woman a certain way, it's temporary. Because you're going to have to keep doing them things. And naturally, things ain't always going to be like that. And then that's how things flip. You follow me? So I'm going to lay out a game plan to a woman and show her how I move, and she's going to follow, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to make it a big thing where I'm saying, all right, I'm doing this so you can be this. I'm doing this to make you happy so you can like me, or whatever the case may be. Man, we got to stop. If these women are acting a certain way, dismiss their ass. Dismiss them early. You're not training or taming the woman. We talked about that. You're not taming them. You're taming them for the short term. It ain't going to be nothing long term about it. Tell me what y'all think about this topic. I'll see y'all in the next one.